Hey guys, Jonathan Kickbush here from SEOButler.com. I'm very excited to talk to you about RFM Analysis today, and we're going to learn what it is, how it works, and why you should be using it. Stay tuned. Without big data analytics, companies are blind and deaf, wandering out onto the web like a deer on the freeway. What a great quote by Jeffrey Moore, and it really encompasses what I'm going to talk to you about today. RFM Analysis is something that we've started using at SEOButler a small while ago, and it's really helped us understand our customer base better, make our email campaigns more custom to the groups that we serve, and actually it's given us incredible ROI based on the fact that we now actually understand the quantitative behavior behind our users. How? Well, RFM Analysis is a form of calculated mathematical wizardry, really, that allows you to categorize all of your users into groups based on their behavior. And anybody can do this, and I'm going to show you how. But the great thing about it is that where before we were sending out mass emails to our newsletter, our customer base, or we were sending out emails predicated just on basic data such as, our biggest spenders or our most recent spenders, it never quite hit home. And the reason for that was that we were still sending the same thing to a way too big audience of people that had very different behavioral patterns. And that's no good, right? So RFM Analysis massively helps us really pinpoint what we need to know about the user. Now, RFM stands for recency, frequency, and monetary value. The reason why those three combined are so important, you're going to see in a second. Now, recency makes sense. How recently has the customer made a purchase, taken an action, been on your website, whatever you need to know, right? Frequency, how frequently does that user take that action? Very important. And monetary value is probably the one that most of you have been using in the past, which is how much money has the user spent overall. Now, the reason why it's so important to combine this data can be explained very easily. Let's say in your email list, you have a customer that you think is an absolute hero. Why? You look at the overall sales spend and you realize they've spent more than any of your customers, right? Okay, now let's email them. And then all of a sudden we realize this customer hasn't been back to our website for over a year. They're no longer a champion customer despite having spent the most money, right? So by adding in the recency and the frequency, we then learn who's actually on the top and on the bottom or at the bottom right now. And it's really important because you can start making educated decisions. So once we've calculated the RFM scores, we're going to be able to categorize all of our users into 11 user groups, which is really powerful. Now, let me show you the first 5. I call these the good 5. It ranges from champions to loyal customers, potential loyalists, recent customers, and promising ones. Now, let me go into that a little bit. The champions are right on the top of the food chain. Most recent, most frequent, and the highest monetary value. These are your champions, right? These are the people that you just want to stay in touch with. You want to make sure they get the best customer service of all your customers. They get everything they need all the time because these guys are the people that keep the lights on for you, right? And then we go over to loyal customers who have spent good money. They do it frequently. They do it relatively recently, but just a little bit less. Let's go all the way over to promising. Promising, these guys are probably new customers. It's probably their first purchase. You really want to pay attention to them. Send them educational content. Make sure that they get good upsell offers, that kind of stuff, right? Really important to know who your promising customers are. Now that we've looked at the good 5, let's look at where the money is to be made. And I call these the naughty 6. The naughty 6 ranges from customers needing attention to about to sleep, at risk, can't lose them, hibernating, and lost. Now, these are the customers that don't fulfill the RFM scoring system on all 3, or in the case of lost, really don't fulfill any of those at all. So let's take a look at it. Customers needing attention, right? Buy more often and for more money than average, but less recently than average. So this means these are customers that used to be probably in one of the higher tiers and then suddenly they stopped. This is where you need to start investigating your customer services. This is where you need to investigate what's happened with this customer that suddenly they've abandoned you, right? Really, really important stuff. Look at all the way back to lost. These are customers that have spent the least frequently, and the least recently. These are customers that you've basically lost, as it says on the tin. Really, really, really important to find a way to bring them back, reconnect with them, and if not, just get rid of them. Get rid of them out of your email list, because you know what? All you're doing is you're skewing your data. These customers may not have been on your site for over a year's time, and those emails are still just going into the spam folder in their inbox, or just going to the marketing folder, that kind of stuff, right? So let's focus on how you actually calculate the RFM score. Really, really important stuff for you. Really important, obviously, the whole point of this presentation. Let me show you. So with RFM scoring, rather than using a percentage system, what you use is the quintile system, where a percentage splits something into 100 equal parts. Quintiles split something into 5 equal parts. So what you have to imagine is that what we're going to do is we're going to split all of our customer data based on the 3 different points of recency, frequency, and monetary value into 5 groups, so that we can assign a score for each of those 3 categories. So what you would do is you would take the highest point and the lowest point of your recency data, your frequency data, and your monetary data, and then you would find out where those 5 groups are within that data, and then assign each user a group within each of those scoring systems. Once you've done that, what you're going to do is you're going to assign a score from 1 to 5, where 1 is the lowest and 5 is the highest, and basically just merge those numbers, not add them up, not multiply them, just merge them to get your RFM score, where the highest is going to be 555, these are your champions, and the lowest is 111. And that's how you can then add them to the 11 groups. Now, a lot of you guys are going to say that this is really complicated. So here are my quick notes, and here's my quick summary of what we've covered so far. It stands for recency, frequency, and monetary value. We've discussed that once you have those values, you can calculate which of the 11 groups your users are in. Remember, champions to lost. And that the calculation is based on quintiles, and that we're going to score for R, F, and M separately, and then just merge the numbers together. I hope you're all still with me, because this is where it gets exciting. What now? Now we know what group they're in, right? Fantastic. Good stuff. Once you've identified your 11 user groups, the next step is going to be to target them with marketing specific to their audience type. Let me give you a couple of examples of how we've done this at SEOButler and how you can too, because this is the stuff where you're going to make your ROI, right? Champions. These are literally your champion customers. These are the people that are most recent, frequent, and spend the most. These are the people that if you email them asking for testimonial, asking for feedback on a new product, or asking them to refer someone to you, they are the most likely to do it. And I guarantee you, if you segment your customer base by champions and you email out champions, you will have possibly the highest open rate out of all of your users, right? Really exciting stuff. This is where you can make big bucks just by categorizing them and really specifically sending them a message that's suitable for their group. Let's look at risk. These are customers that used to be champions. You need to find out what's happened here and then switch yourself on, right? By introducing yourself as the manager, as the head of support, or whatever it is, head of customer service. Introduce yourself and say, hey, I know that something didn't work out and this is why you've stopped coming to our website. What can I do to bring you back? Can I give you an account credit? Can I give you a discount? Look, here's a new product. I want you to try it out, right? Just make sure you get these guys back, because these are people that potentially could soon be lost. Lost. brings us right over there. Now, the interesting thing about Lost is, these are people that are taking up space on your email list that you're still contacting with the same crazy promotions that you're sending to your champions and your at-risk customers and everybody else, but they've been dormant, they've been dead to you for possibly a year or 2 years or whatever. What's really important here is, go in guns blazing, offer them something crazy to bring them back with some clickbaity content just to re-engage them with the brand, or remove them, because all you're doing is skewing your data, right? So send them a crazy account credit offer, send them something that will bring them back to your website, bring them back into the ecosystem, and just make some customers again. Great opportunity to make some money. Now, a lot of you guys are going to say, John, I'm really lazy and I don't have the time to do all of this. Well, lucky for you, I have actually found a tool that will do all of this for you. I'm not affiliated with this tool, so I'm not going to, I'm not making any money here. But we use this tool in-house, and I want you to use it as well because it's a fantastic tool, it's very affordable, and it will do everything for you. Let me show you. Butler.com is a fantastic tool. It was launched a while ago by an Indian business, fantastic customer support. And what they actually allow you to do is they allow you to connect to the API data points of your e-commerce stores. So Shopify, WooCommerce, Magento, God knows what, they cover most of them. And your PayPal, your Stripe, your Google Analytics. And what they actually do, far superior to the manual calculation, they will allow you to bring all of that data in together. And then, I think within about 24 to 48 hours of first signing up, they will deliver to you a complete RFM analysis with all of your user groups segmented for you. And here's where it gets really exciting. You can actually export the entire thing from Butler.com directly into a CSV, which you can then import to your Drip, into your Mailshake account, into your God knows what account, and use that to set up those email campaigns. Yeah. So we did this with ActiveCampaign, and what we did is we literally took a CSV export of all the user groups, then we imported it to ActiveCampaign as a tag, and then we sent out custom emails to those user segments with different subject lines, different content, and my God, it worked a charm. We reactivated a bunch of lost customers, and we got a ton of testimonials from champions that didn't even know they were champions. Absolutely brilliant. I'm a huge fan of Butler. Now, some of you are still going to say, I really don't have the time, and that's great because, listen, we are more than happy to offer this as a service for you as part of our entire suite of digital marketing services for e-commerce businesses. I'd be very, very happy to jump on a phone call with you or an email and discuss your needs and how we can help you fulfill this. We're very happy to help you with the RFM analysis, with split testing. We're very happy to help you with the SEO for your e-commerce store. Would very much appreciate it if you got in touch. We are here for you, right? This is the end of my talk on RFM. I hope that you've learned a lot. I hope that you have lots of questions, and I hope that you're going to go either onto Butler and try it out for yourself, or that you're going to get in touch with us and say, hey, you know what? I love this. I really want to use it. But John and your team, could you please take care of this for me? So get in touch. You can also just comment on the video if you've got any questions or you want us to get in touch with you. Just comment below, and make sure you share this with your colleagues and peers. I'm sure they're going to love it as much as you did. I really look forward to the next time that I get to make a video for you guys. Thank you very much. Have a great day.